Howdy Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for World Trigger chapters 252 through 256. And before we get into this live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel. And in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and we ain't sponsored by Shueisha, and we ain't sponsored by Manga Plus, and we ain't sponsored by Visa. Considering how much we promote Manga Plus at this channel, it's kind of surprising, right? But if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable bell pepper kitty, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being a good kitty, and this operation, well, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon, where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we covered in both the sub and the dub. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked summer anime season in full swing, and man, did it kick off with a bang with Takapi's Original Sin. And actually, we're covering Dan today. And there's even more on the way, so please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, man, we got a lot of World Trigger to cover today, so we're just going to dive right into 252 and see what's in store for us today. The Mizukami unit is leading the provisional rankings, but and this chapter is titled The Away Mission Test Part 43. Well, it's got to do with your points about Wakamura Squad, Kashio. About doing assignments outside of standard labor hours, that part, that's the one. But didn't we already conclude there's no reason to worry about Wakamura Squad overtaking us? Well, we're good on that front, but we got more rivals than just them. You mean the other squads? Well, you're suggesting that perhaps Sua's or Kadera Squad might also be stockpiling their finished assignments to earn points later? Yep, and if so, there's still a chance one of them could nab the top spot. In terms of raw ability to get work done, Murakami Squad is another one to watch out for. Yep, I love that they're doing their homework at like the last minute. That's something I would totally do too. I am a huge procrastinator. I am. I do shit at the last minute. It's horrible. I know I shouldn't do it. I know. But yeah, that comes with being ADHD like me. Like having severe ADHD like me. All right. How can we counter this tactic? Yeah, about that. Why the waiting pause? The truth is, I've already got ahead of delegated assignment screenshots on my computer, stuff we haven't tackled yet. I was busy saving screenshots during the downtime between the sim matches today, meaning we can adopt the same tactic. My honest take, I ain't for it. Say our rivals really are stockpiling points during off hours, and we hit back by working overtime too. There's just no art to it. To be fair, we didn't even know for a fact that that's what they were up to. True, we might be sweating and wringing our hands over nothing, but we're doing it, right? Working overtime? To make a long, short story short, yep. Since we've realized what's going on, we gotta respond. And this is the surest way to go about it. That doesn't demand a new trick or tactic. I mean, our general strategy all along has been to keep ahead via our progress on the assignments. And I could easily work until dawn. Appreciate the can-do attitude. Damn! But forget dawn. Just till 1 in the morning's enough. We don't want to end up in bad shape for tomorrow. We'll go hard till 1 o'clock, and if that ain't enough, then that's on me for getting sloppy. I mean, at least he's willing to take one for the team. Well, he should, because he's the goddamn captain. Let's see. I still got my operator's report to write up, so I'll have to step away at some point. You do what you gotta do. Sorry to ask for more when you've already been through the ringer, but it is what it is. Of course. Got it. So let's get to Wakamura Squad 11. Look, I'm all kinds of scared now. The others are for sure going to think we're cheating based on today's scores. I'm sure it's fine. Well, they have no cost of balk. We earn these points through our sheer capability. Maybe that sits well with you, but these kind of points from me, it ain't normal. So yeah, so Wakamura, assignment points is 85. Hasoi is 475. Hanzaki is 85. Sasomori 80, and Yusei has 468. Yeah! This is the score breakdown for individuals. The other squads can't see the full breakdown. I don't see the issue. You've been a key pillar propping up our squad, Hasoi. I can't take the stress. Someone else has got to be Yusei's little helper tomorrow, because it won't be me. How about you, Hanzaki? Your seat's closest. Sure, if everyone's chill with that. Oh boy, Wakamura's squad's score is causing ripples among the top dogs. This is the monitor room, okay. Kadera's squad being an unintended casualty. Since Wakamura's score shot up so unnaturally. 1,920 points in Canada. Oh my god. Why? Were they saving up finished assignments? Others might be doing the same. Suspicion has even fallen on Kadera's squad. Total bystander, huh? They're thinking there's a decent chance Kadera will try to take the lead on the final day via stockpiled homework. So this could turn real ugly real fast. It's a blast watching it play out, though. Like, that's so freaking genius. Like, that's, like, genius psychological warfare. It is. But why does Mizukami taking screenshots of the delegated assignments? He said he did it during the downtime between the sim matches, which was before he saw Wakamura's squad's updated score. Was he already planning to work overtime tonight? For sure he was. Alone, that is. Ah, well, that explains his weird hesitation back there. He didn't want to fess up to his plan. Khan and Orifune probably realized what he was up to, but they didn't broach the topic, mature as they are. Whoa. Being able to earn more points by working overtime makes sense, but are we thinking the management was fully expecting it? I mean, if overtime is basically essential for earning a top score, it suddenly becomes a lot harder to accurately gauge a squad's talents. I suspect they want to observe agents' characters, which I agree with. They want to see, because they're going to have to deal with psychological warfare on the battlefield, because it's not just physical warfare. Nah, because sometimes the battle is won before a shot is even fired, as the saying goes. I mean, best example of this, by the way, is if you read Kingdom, the most recent arc of Kingdom with the Han invasion arc. How Tao did all this shit, how he did this. He says it's bloodless, but let's be real, it's a semi-bloodless, bloodless war. Was genius. It was pure psychological warfare at its finest. It was goddamn genius. And he basically had essentially a bloodless surrender from Han. It was fantastic. That's what I'm referring to. But as a good example anyway. I suspect they want to observe agents' characters. How do you mean? For instance, the exam guidelines state that every night at 9, the operator will go to their special room to write the daily report. That's how it's stated in any case. Take note that it doesn't say the operator can't return to the main workroom afterwards. So some agents will assume, all done with the report, let me head back and put in some overtime. That's perfectly fine. Others might think that they're not allowed to return. That's likely not allowed, despite the rules not explicitly forbidding it. See? It's called critical thinking. Private room? Perfect. And others would never dream of rejoining the others willingly. Some will go with a lax interpretation of the rules, while others are stricter, sticking to the letter of the law. Exactly. Well, like, in terms of the lax stuff, basically, they're seeing the loophole through it. Because when it comes to, like, law, with contracts and stuff like that, if shall is not there, then there is room for loopholes. Because shall basically, it's definite. There's no leg room, no wiggle room. But if you have like there's laxer legal terminology, obviously, like will. But yeah, then there's room for wiggle room and loopholes and shit. But anyways, exactly. I have a feeling that loopholes were built into these rules in order to reveal something about each agent's personality. That includes the topic of overtime, whether someone opts for it or not. Interestingly, Khan has proven to be a member of Team Lax, while Nair and Asano are fully aboard Team Strict. It's 9 p.m. Gotta go to the operator chamber. Funny how they give the opposite impressions at first glance. Time for my thing. See ya. Assuming you're right, is the management going to give more credit to those who find those loopholes in the rules? I hope they do. Well, I'm still just speculating, but I don't imagine that's the only thing they're rating the agents on. We have this image of the management finding great value in agents flexible enough to bend the rules to get ahead, which is true. Like, if you're able to like bend the rules via loopholes and shit like that, I'd imagine management would respect that. Solving these problems the traditional way is hardly a decent measure of our skill. On a real mission, we would need to adapt. We'd have to solve issues that come up on the fly as quickly and efficiently as possible. Exactly. Best example of this, I'm bringing up Kingdom for this. Go read Kingdom manga, by the way. We saw this in the Han arc, sure, but a better example is what we saw in the Kanki versus Raboku arc, where you saw like traditional, like by the book warfare versus unorthodox, like bandit, if you will, battle style. Like it's like the obviously complete opposites. And yeah, when you go unorthodox, when you're like the complete opposite of by the book, going against the status quo, the status quo would get destroyed. Anyways, imagine if everyone took that approach. The organization would suddenly find itself in a precarious position. Quick-witted, clever loopholers across the board. Smart, slick comeback, can't lose strat, loophole, shortcut. Without shortcuts or loopholes, they're doomed. Yeah, and management. This is why I'm like the management will respect that, because it's like, oh shit, there are loopholes here and here. Let's find a way to close them. That's why I bet that the top minds at HQ also see a need for inflexible agents who prioritize rules over results. From what we can tell, Mr. Keto has always been just such a person. Meanwhile, at HQ management desk, here we have the evaluations by A-rank agents as of 7 p.m. tonight. About 90% of the allowed points or demerits have been allocated thus far. As for the breakdown of usage, points awarded account for 98%, while 2% was put towards demerits. So each judge is basically given up to 135 points to be used as either rewards or demerits. And for the squad, let's see, can we see all of them? We can't really see, we can see most of them. There's just a few in Squad 9 and Squad 10 that we could see. But anyway, for Squad 1 total to date, so we got Utagawa with 128 points, Shiki with 47 points, Urashima with 27, Kuga with 113, and Toma with 75 for a total of 390. For Squad 2 total to date, Ochi with 117, Nire with 77, Tsuji with 68, Akoma with 66, Obishima with 76 for a total of 404. And then for Squad 3, we have Kakizaki with 105, Fujimaru with 112, Kagera with 52, Bitsuyaku with 52, and Inukai with 96 for a total of 417. Like, you can kind of tell who's doing the homework and whatnot, and who's, like, how, like, things are delegated, basically. So for Squad 4, with Kitazoe, he's got 78, Somei's got 118, Tomuka has 97. Kiku Chihara, there we go, 46, and Minamisawa 76 for a total of 415. And then for Squad 3, we got I said Squad 3. Squad 5, Karuma 143, Asano 75, Hikari 71, Yuba 112, Kararai 96 for a total of 497. And for Squad 6, Kadera has 150, Rakuda has 44, Okudera has 78, Miura has 80, Katora has 123 for a total of 475. Now Squad 7, I think Squad 7 has got to be in the lead. Yeah, so for Suwa, Suwa has 156, Ui has 114, Oki has 106, Mikuma has 121, well, so far anyway. Katori has 13 for a total of 510. And Squad 8, Ninomiya has 95, Kagami has 84, Asuma has 99, Amatori has 62, and Emma has 40 for a total of 380. Like, we can only see, like, a couple of Squad 9 and Squad 10, but I'll read the ones that I could see. So Mizukami in Squad 9 has 67. Khan has 128. Arafune has 122. Kashio has 107, and then we can't see the rest of them. And then for Squad 10, the ones that I can see anyway, you got Murakami with 83, Hiyami with 99, Tsutsumi with 97, Kamagi with 75, and then whoever is there, because I can't see it, is 106. And then for Squad 11, this is the last one we can see all the scores for, is Wakamura with 36, Hasoi with 98, Hanzaki with 53, Sasamori with 89, and Hyusei with 116 for a total of 392. Not many demerits, huh? Have they forgotten why we're having them judge in the first place? It can be hard to penalize someone you know and work with. There are also clear trends regarding the points awarded. The points skew toward those who take the initiative, pick up other slack, provide clear leadership, or devise effective ideas, which I like. What I'm not seeing is much commendation for those whose work is so flawless that it flies under the radar. The more reliable the contributions, the less noticeable they become, I suppose. Incidentally, those reliable contributions are among the most valuable during a long-term mission, which is true. Yes, this concerns those who perform miscellaneous duties consistently, duties that have no bearing on score, mind you, like cleaning, doing laundry, and whatnot. Nothing about their words or actions is particularly remarkable, but their steadfast efforts contribute to the squad's stability. I would like to have seen more points awarded for those efforts. I think that's fair. That is true, but I think more points should be awarded to the people who are doing the repairs and stuff like that. I think that's more important. Obviously, keeping the ship clean is definitely important as well. Because if your ship is a mess, yeah, that there are going to be problems with that. But there should be points awarded, but they should be lower compared to saying repairing the ship or something like that. But anyways, let's see. As we might have expected, the A-rate captains and operators, as well as the members of Arishiyama squad, all took notice of those contributions and gave them their due. On the other hand, the rank and file agents were almost exclusively charmed by more standout efforts, especially when numbers are involved. It's all too easy to start using the real go-getters as your measuring stick. Think about soccer or basketball. Our eyes are naturally drawn to the players racking up points, right? Which is perfectly acceptable from your spectators, but coaches and other players ought to be held to a higher standard, which is true, I agree. That's expecting a lot from these children. Well, considering what they're doing, they're taking this test to go on an away mission. Yeah, you might want to have a high standard. All squads have dealt with the special assignment. In the end, 5 squads chose to break down the door, while the other 6 opted to repair it. So squads 1, 3, 4, 7, and 11 broke the door, and squads 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10 fixed the door. Those squads that fixed the door, they should be getting a lot of points. Didn't think that many would play handyman. That gives me hope. Yeah! The requirement for a passing mark was just that they restore access to the food pantry. So all squads passed in that sense. Beyond that, the squads who fixed the door will be awarded additional points. Exactly. They should. And I like that the agents who fixed the additional malfunction are getting bonus points too. They deserve it. As Asami pointed out, we've got no choice but to give extra points to Yuba and Arafune in particular. Agreed. But don't forget, Taichi, that kid has priorities and reasoning straight. He saw this not as a malfunction during a test, but as a road bump during an away mission. Taichi earned some kudos for that, I say. I agree! 1000%! He does deserve extra points for that. Back when he was making Tryon Soldiers 2, I noticed how he tends to keep his feet on solid ground, which is something extremely important when you're on these kinds of missions, is you gotta be grounded. You gotta make sure you're thinking logically about these things. No objections there. And with that, the special assignments have concluded. A job well done. Yes, thank you. The final rankings are more or less apparent at this point, but I do hope our agents will push themselves to the very end, particularly with the upcoming combat phase in mind. Day 6 of the sealed environment phase is over. On to day 7, the final day. Finally! Finally, the last day arrives! Holy shit, how long have we been in this goddamn arc? Or in this goddamn test? Jesus Christ, so now we're getting to 253. Let's see, which is titled the Away Mission Test, Part 44. The last day of indoor testing begins. I slept surprisingly well despite the cramped space. My body's feeling ready for action. Well, best sleep of your life, right? Sound and deep, yes. Wouldn't mind one of those pods at home. The only problem is the totally fugly design. Oh, God. All right, I gotta check and see if that's right. Yeah. Why'd you have to put fugly? It should just, you didn't have to do that. It should just be ugly, man. Ugh. I know it's just a wording, but like, just use ugly. I would have been fine. Like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I would have been fine if they just used totally ugly. Totally doesn't bother me that much. It doesn't. Just, you could have just used totally ugly or pretty ugly. You didn't need to use fugly, fucking retards. Ugh. This pisses me off sometimes. My operating room has both a regular bed and a capsule, but I'm a capsule convert all the way. Too easy to bump your head when waking up, I say. I would not be sleeping in... I've been in a capsule before for like for a therapeutic treatment. I've done it like I did it like 6 years ago, I think it was. Yeah, it was for my birthday. One of my friends, former friends, took me to the spa, and it was like a capsule spa. I could not sleep. Having the lid over you is so scary. I could not do it. No way. I'm not even claustrophobic, but that really scared me. Too easy to bump your head when waking up, I say. Don't worry, I've learned the ropes. Testing. Good morning, all. What now? Selection test management speaking. Oh, that's Asami's voice. I will now go over 5 key points for the final day of phase 1 of the test. Key points, I'll take notes. Point 1, like yesterday, today's labor hours will conclude at 7 p.m. However, evaluation by the judges will conclude at 6 p.m. The judges being the A-rankers? Yep. Likewise, you may only correspond with other provisional squads via your communication devices until 6 p.m. Before I continue, I double-checked I finally got the raw and double-checked it. And for the ugly translation, or what this says is fugly. I ran it through Google Translate, and it just says the design is not cute. So yeah, fugly, it was definitely not the right wording here. Now, in regards to the other one, though, I looked in the Spanish version, and that being converted into a capsule, I don't think that's right. Because in the Spanish version, she's talking about like how she's been sleeping in the capsule every night. The Japanese one is a little bit weird. When I ran it through Google Translate, it says that, roughly like that she uses the capsule sometimes. So yeah, I'm gonna post this. I'm definitely gonna post this on Twitter and get a consensus on what's going on with. Yeah, I'm so glad I found that raw and ran a couple of those panels through, because yeah, I think that page is botched. I'll get confirmation. If I get the confirmation while I'm recording this, I will let you know. If it's for sure, I will definitely, if I definitely get confirmation before tonight's Nerdy Cast, I will definitely update you on that. But anyways, but now let's get into this, to Asami's announcement here. I will now go over 5 key points for the final day of phase 1 of the test. Key points, I'll take notes. Point 1, like yesterday, today's labor hours will conclude at 7 p.m. However, evaluations by the judges will conclude at 6 p.m. The judges being the A-rankers? Yep. Likewise, you may only correspond with other provisional squads via your communication devices until 6 p.m. After that, you will have no further contact until phase 2 of the exam begins. Point 2, between 6 and 7 p.m. this evening, each captain must complete their captain's evaluation, which is Following that, the final rankings for Phase 1 will be presented at 7:10. Then at 7:15, you will receive an overview of the rules for Phase 2. Please be standing by with your laptops open and running at 7:10. Simultaneously, the A-Rank agents will also receive an overview of the Phase 2 rules. They will do so as squads in their squad rooms until Phase 2 begins. Until Phase 2 begins, their squads cannot communicate with each other either, which means they're essentially in the same boat as the provisional squads. Point 3, potable water will be relatively easy to obtain for the duration of Phase 2. However, no additional food will be provided, so squads must come prepared. I like this. Please use the containers you stored your personal effects in for your food. The contents of those containers and nothing else will be transported along with you. Not so different from a bento box. Yeah, totally. So when we make dinner tonight, we got to set aside enough for our bentos in the coming phase. Point 4, Phase 2 is the long-term combat phase, which will pit the temporary squads against the A-Rank squads in battle. Dude, this is going to be sick! A more detailed overview will be provided at 7:15 tonight. So obviously we're not allowed to communicate with the others starting tonight because they don't want us putting our heads together and coming up with strats. Fizz, I fucking hate you! Ugh, strategy, after learning the rules. Exactly, all of us combined could definitely concoct comprehensive battle plans in one night. Point 5, today there will be no special assignments. Please take note of these points and give this final day your best effort. This has been an announcement from test management. No special tasks, huh? No more annoying interruptions, more like. Oh, Sua, what's all this about a captain's evaluation? I've got to dole out some points to you guys. Pretty much what it sounds like. You could have mentioned it sooner. The management told me to keep my mouth shut about it during my initial interview before the test even started. Bad vibes all around. Oh, come on, you wouldn't have acted any differently even if I had told you. True, still pisses me off, though. Anyway, today's our last chance to tackle this homework. Focus up and get to it. Sure thing. Understood. Will do. No more special assignments. All we could do is delegated assignments. First place is ahead of us by 620 points, and third place is behind by 400. We could see one squad or another rocket up the chart like Wakamura's did yesterday. Can we hold on to second place with just what we've stocked up by working overtime? Oh? All right, let's see. Got a text from Akoma, of all people? Last person I'd expect. What's he saying? It can't be anything good, obviously. Greetings and salutations to my provisional squad comrades. The gentle breeze upon my cheeks foretells of the coming spring. God damn it. And I do so hope that life is treating you all gently as well. It is I, Tatsuhiko Ikoma, the Red Frisia of Border. Oh my god, the fuck is this? I do so terribly hate to be a bother, but I write to you now with something of a request. I was the squad member entrusted with the kitchen, but now it seems we have no viable foodstuffs to bring with us into the combat phase. I have only my own worthlessness to blame for this predicament, as I foolishly used up the ingredients best suited to the packed meals we require. We could theoretically subsist on nothing but toast and a meager scraping of jam, but I fear that such threadbare fare would be devastating to squad morale. It fills my heart with an aching pity to imagine Shinosuke, our growing boy, enduring such indignity without a word of complaint, so that dismal scene must not come to pass. Appealing to our emotions, while asking the world of us. Oh, God. As such, I beg you all to find in your hearts to contribute ingredients and or side dishes that would pair well with sliced bread. In the event that you are willing to support us in this manner during Phase 2, please contact me, Akoma of OG Squad 2, by 5 p.m. this eve. Among those kind enough to contribute, our lucky winner will receive me, Tatsuhito Akoma, as your servant for 1 day. 2 more winners will each receive a 10-piece dorayaki set from Kanoya, and 4 additional winners will be offered the soul of none other than Satoshi Mizukami. Why, I implore you to donate whatever you can. Last but certainly not least, I wish for your eternal health and happiness in the days and years to come. Sincerely yours, Tatsuhito Ikoma. Dude, like, do I need to do this to get donations or something? Like, seriously. Uwe, we got any extra food? We can make it stretch, yeah. Great, put together a little something. Your choice. You got it. Throw in some extra for me, too. I don't mind helping Eco. Aw, such a model agent. Just ignore the guy. Come on. Not a chance. They'll be our allies in the combat phase, so their low morale would hurt us, too. Besides, I distinctly remember someone wanting to throw Wakamura Squad a lifeline. Is that how it went down? Fine, whatever. We've got eggs to spare. How about egg salad, then? That's plenty. Too generous. I'll shoot Akoma a message about it. He's wasted enough of our time, so let's get back to work. Sounds good. There's plenty to mull over, but little point to it. Just have to focus on what I can do right now. Plus, I wonder if we'll be hit with another assignment in disguise like the door malfunction from yesterday. No choice but to tackle things as they come up. However, despite my unspoken expectations, there were no surprises or impromptu tasks. Thank God! And before we knew it, it was 6 p.m. Time for the captain's evaluations. What will be the rating given by each of the captains? All right, let's get to 254. Kadera's Squad 6. For this captain's evaluation, I've been given 500 points to allocate among all 5 of us. After consulting with squad mates, the captain will allocate 500 points as they see fit. I have no reason to doubt that you all gave this your best effort, so I'd like to split the points evenly with 100 going to each of us. That's nice. That sounds fine. No objections. Good plan. Agreed. And this chapter is titled The Away Mission Test, Part 45. So, Kadera's Squad 6 Captain's Evaluation, all of them got 100 points. I just realized, oh my god, you know what? You know why this localization is starting to get cringy? It's probably been cringy for a minute. It's because it's Caleb, of course. Of course it's cringy because it's Caleb Cook. Oh my fucking god. Okay, so Caleb Cook has been botching the fuck out of Rory Dragon. So, yeah, just thinking about it, that makes a lot of sense for why some of the, oh god, now I gotta be even more watchful on World Trigger's localization. Oh god, that makes so much sense. Alright. Since we've got so now we're at Chroma Squad 5. Let's see. How about I let you each of you choose where 100 of those points should go? We get to give each other points? Cool. Nice and fair seems like the best option. 20 points apiece. So everyone's giving each other like 20 points a pop. Let's see. Okay, great. So Kurama Squad 5 Captain Evaluation. So Kurama has 80 points. Asano has 140 points. Hikari has 70 points. Yuba has 70 points. And Karai has 140 points. And Kitazoe Squad 4, the easiest option is just to give you each 100. I'm opposed to that. It's not exactly fair given our respective contributions. Soulmates should get no fewer than 200 points. The rest we divide evenly. I'm perfectly fine with us each getting 100 points. Well, I'm not. It's beyond obvious that you contributed far more. If we're talking contributions, then you deserve more too, Kikuchihara. He's not wrong. Huh? Yeah, you really stepped up. This isn't what I was going for. Well, too bad. What happened to fairness and respective contributions? What he said. Kitazoe Squad 4 Captain Evaluation. So Kitazoe got 60 points. Somi got 200 points. Tanuka got 60 points. Kikuchihara got 120 points. And Minami-Sawa got 60 points. I do like that. I like that they're acknowledging that, yeah, we should split this evenly because that's not fair to the people who contributed way more to this operation than we did. Ninomiya Squad 8, the management specified that the Phase 1 rankings would be presented later. Nothing about passing or failing, meaning it's quite likely the final outcome of the selection test will be decided by the combined scores of Phases 1 and 2. I believe that. That makes the most sense. It does. Right. Seems like we're not getting pass-fail results for Phases 1 and 2 separately, which is very clever. It's probably not like this where Phase 1 is pass, Phase 2 is pass, which is clever and strong. Instead, they'll combine our scores from the 2 phases. After that math is done, the top scorers will be the ones who pass. I completely agree. Like, if that's where what they're doing, that to me makes the most sense. I hope that's the way they're doing this. I always assumed it would work that way, so what's the big deal? Given your current scores, I dare say you're nowhere near the passing threshold. Since I know you two have your heart set on this, I have no issue putting my thumb on the scale in your favor. And if you wish to proceed solely on your own skill, make up the difference in phase 2. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, of course. So for Ninomiya Squad 8, Captain's Evaluation, so Ninomiya, Kagami, and Azuma got 40 points each, and Amatori and Emma got 190 points each. That was so sweet. Because they're like, dude, he's like, dude, we know you guys really want this. We don't want it as much as you do. So we'll make sure, we're going to help you out and make sure you get what you need. Just do well in the next part. That was awesome. I hope the A-rank captains and management took note of that. That is a leader right there. That is a real one. So now we're at Utagawa Squad 1. During the sealed environment phase, younger agents were at a disadvantage since it relied on academic ability, which is why I like to give more points to the middle schoolers. Then we 3 high schoolers will divvy up the rest evenly. How's that sound? Oh, with a little extra for you, Urashima, since I know you're gunning for that pay bump. Assuming you'll earn your keep in a big way during phase 2. Good idea. That was already the plan, even without bonus incentives. But hey, I'll take whatever you're handing out. Same, I'm grateful for whatever you want to give. Well, we'll earn it during the combat phase, of course. So for Utagawa Squad 1, Captain's Evaluation, Utagawa got 30 points, Shiki got 70 points, Urashima got 100 points, and Kuga and Tomo got 150 points a pop. Kuga definitely has earned his keep, though, for real. And now we're at Murakami's Squad 10. I'd like to use these bonus points to get all our scores as even out as possible. Something like this, where it's Murakami, Hiyami, and Tsutsumi 50, Kumagami 500, and Karachi 50. Okay, sure, why not? Whoa there, heck no! I'm all for it. I have to imagine we'll be much more motivated as a squad if we're all in the running for that pay bump. I mean, that may be true, but come on. I can't do that to Yami knowing she wants to go on the away mission with the Ninomiya Squad. We could share some of Kamagi's points to Hiyami then. Oh, that's sweet. No complaints from me. Like, that's so awesome. I love how they're going about this. So Murakami, Tsutsumi and Karachi got 50 points. Hiyami got 150 points, and Kamagi has 200 points. I really like how they're going about this. Despite following, I like how some of them are going about this where it is definitely by merit, but I like how other squads are kind of going about it where they're like, dude, we just want the pay bump. And I know you guys really do want to go on this away mission, so we'll help you out. Like, I like this. So OG Squad 2, despite following my every command, we're not exactly at the top of the chart. So as your captain, it's only fair that I fall on my sword and give up my points and my loss. That is a captain right there. That OG owned up to his shit and be like, dude, I fucked up. Like, even though some of his teammates stuff fucked up. It's like, dude, I'm the captain of this ship, and I didn't pull my weight as captain. I didn't lead us to victory. So I will definitely take the fall for this. So I hope that management and like the A-Rankers give him bonus points for that shit. Should be and my loss should be your gain, Suji, since you've been our homework champ, and I know you're hoping to join this away mission. I love that, dude. OG's a real one. I swear they better be giving. I swear, management and A-Rankers, you better give this man his dues and give him hella bonus points for that shit. Oh, you really don't have to. Can you secretly give my points to Suji too? Secret's out, Iko, but sure. Oh, that's so nice. Fine by me. You deserve it, Suji. That's so awesome. I'll honor this through my performance in phase 2. Now, leave the battle brownie points for us, maybe? So OG Squad 2. Dude, OG gave himself no points. I swear to God. Management and A-Rankers, give this man credit where credit is due. Give him like a shit ton of bonus points just for that. That is a captain right there. And Yuri got 100 points. Suji got 250 points. Akoma got 50 points, and Nobishima got 100 points. I really like how they went about this for OG. OG Squad was freaking awesome. All right, let's get to Kakizaki Squad 3. Fujimura and I decided to give the bulk of these points to those who made a serious effort and those who did a lot of growing. I like that. So, for you for real, Saki? Taichi and Anukai maybe, but I still haven't pulled my weight at all. We're jacking up your score because you've yet to earn it. Now, shut up and don't look at gift horse in the mouth. All right. Okay, so yeah, that saying is not in. I double checked the Japanese raw and the Spanish version too, just to see if I was see what's going on with this. And yeah, the Spanish version is actually a lot closer to the Japanese version, which is and I did it via Google Translate for this. So it says and the Japanese version is basically shut up, take it as is, or basically shut up and take it. And in the Spanish version, essentially is just shut up and accept it. So yeah, Caleb Cook, why? Why do you do this shit? Why do you keep doing this shit? God, fucking Caleb Cook, why? If you don't think you deserve it, then show us what you're made of in Phase 2. Yeah, exactly. The combat phase was always going to be the main event for us anyway. Frankly, I can't wait. So here we go. So Kakizaki Squad 3 Captain's Evaluation. 25 points for Kakizaki, Fujimaru, 25 points, Kagawara, 150 points, Betsuyaku, 150 points, and Inukai, 150 points. Something I'm going to say too is for those of you that do want to see the raw version of World Trigger, I'm not going to, I don't want to get in trouble by posting the version I have in the description box. Go to, just go to join my Discord and request it, in, the channel links channel. And that's where I will, I'll post it is there. Just go there. Just go in my Discord and I will post it there. Request for it and I will post it there. Time for this captain's, eval thing. Oh, God. I hate that. Fucking Caleb Cook. Why? Why? Like, what happened? Like, dude, ever since, I'm just thinking about it too, like, ever since World Trigger came back from hiatus, and probably more recently, World Trigger's localization has just been very, very sus. I don't want to keep y'all from working, so you mind letting me figure out these points? So now we're with Mizukami Squad 9. Please go right ahead. It's the captain's evaluation, after all. It's in your capable hands. Yep, sounds fine. Great. So Mizukami Squad 9 captain's evaluation. Mizukami is another one. That was a boss move. He gave himself 0 points and gave everyone 125 points. Considering all the shit Mizukami did for the simulations, and he definitely earned those points, earned himself points for the simulation. That was so awesome. Like, Mizukami, that was a boss move. So now we're at Wakamura Squad 11. No way, and even split not on my watch. I got a buttload of points I didn't earn from the delegated assignments yesterday, so go ahead and give my share of these points to Yusei. I'm fine taking a big fat 0-2 in that case, since my score probably got gnarly jump start too after today. Oh, God. These wordings, man. Yeah, that gnarly shit. I think, based on what I'm seeing here, it's the first part of this, this dialogue is fine. It's the probably got a gnarly jump start is the problem. Caleb, you fucker! Split my share between you and Sasumori, okay, Rakuro? Sure, is everyone good with doing that way? Yes, I'm fine with it. Cool, thanks, as long as I get nada. So here's the Wakamura Squad 11 Captain's Evaluation. So Wakamura has 50, Hosoya 0, Hanzaki 50 points, Sasumori 200 points, and Yusei 200 points. Alright, so with Squad 7. Okay, gang, let's get through this Captain's Eval nice and quick. I fucking hate that I use it. I know it's probably because of the dialogue bubble, but Jesus. Let's see. How will Captain Sua distribute the points? Alright, let's get to 255. The end of the first test is approaching. The final day of this phase ends in 1 hour. I thought we might be given a chance for a last-minute upset, but it's not looking like they're going to hand us any miracles. Clearly, I'm incapable of shifting the tide of war in a fair and square fight. That's a hard truth that I'd better keep in mind. Okay, gang, let's get through this Captain's Eval nice and quick. And this chapter is titled The Away Mission Test Part 46. I'm giving all 500 points to Mikumo. End of story. Wait, what? Huh? What? Why the hell? Sua, does he have dirt on you? Is this blackmail? Nope, no dirt here. Remind us, Oki, what's the name of this test we're busy with at the moment? That'd be the away mission selection exam. Exactly. Away mission selection. We're here to figure out which of us on Squad 7 can join the next away mission. That's kind of the whole point, right? Now, out of us 5, Mikumo's the only one who's gunning for that mission. And frankly, I wouldn't be shocked if he does get chosen, given his performance so far. So it makes sense for all those bonus points to go to him. Wow! Yeah, okay, I admit that Four Eyes was handy to have around for the battle sims, but in real-life combat, he's barely a cut above cannon fodder. Fact is, we don't know yet if he's got what it takes to be chosen. Exactly, which is why I'm giving him a better shot at passing depending on how the combat phase shakes out. Besides, given your whole deal about Kiyosuke, you should want Mikumo to pass muster. Separate issues, apples and oranges. I mean, are you okay with this, Oki? How about you, Ui? This could ruin your chances for a bonus. No skin on my back. I didn't come into this expecting bonus pay, and I wasn't hoping to join the away mission either. Why the fuck are you there then? This is the captain's evaluation, so I respect Sua's decision. And you, Four Eyes, you think this is fine and dandy? I do not think this is fine and dandy, but to be honest, I do want the points. Then settled 500 points for Mikumo. I am saying I ain't down with this. No way, no how I don't accept it. Fine. I'll let you decide what to do with 100 of the points, Katori. That's all I wanted to hear. That's all you wanted? There. 20 for Sua, Ui for 15, Oki for 15, and Four Eyes 50. This girl, I swear, she never makes it easy. So basically, Sua 20, Ui 15, Oki 15, Mikumo 450. Katori has no points! Oh my god! Alright, we're in the final stretch, so let's rack up as many points as we can between now and 7 p.m. Okay, and so the assignment is over. The final rankings will appear here at 7:10 p.m. Sealed environment phase final day. Labor hours over. Computers locked, and that's a wrap. Today went by in a flash. Kind of feels like we didn't do enough. Speak for yourself, I did plenty. We got a few minutes before rankings go up, so let me just say, you all kicked serious butt over these 7 days. Thanks to your efforts, I'm probably looking better. I fucking hate how you do it, Why can't you just spell it probably? Looking better than ever in the eyes of the management. Whatever the final results look like, I'm the one responsible as captain, so if we do come out near the top, you all had better be grateful to me. We're already plenty grateful. Boo, you suck. Here we go. Sealed environment phase, final results, here we go. So first place is, it's March 23rd. So Mizukami Squad 9, 13,418 points. Second place, Kadera Squad 6, 13,378 points. Then there's a jump to third place with Sua Squad 7, 12,537 points. Fourth place, Murakami Squad 10 with 11,887 points. Fifth place, Wakamura Squad 11, 11,678 points. Sixth place, Kitazoe Squad 4, 11,527 points. Seventh place, Utagawa Squad 1, 11,462 points. Eighth place, Inomiya Squad 8, 11,394 points. Ninth place, Karuma Squad 5, 10,969 points. Damn, these drops. 10th place, Kakizaki Squad 3, 10,689 points. And 11th place, Oji Squad 2 with 10,676 points. We took third. Oh, third place! Kadera Squad stole second out from under us. Yeah, by staging a comeback of over 1,200 points since yesterday, whatever their secret strategy was, it worked like a charm. Wow, 1,200. Nothing I might have done today could have possibly matched that. Well, from last place losers to finishing third, you all should be proud of a job well done. Well, that's a good point. We may be bummed out about dropping to third, but not as bummed out as he must be about this. And this is Kadera Squad 6. A measly 40-point difference. Yeah, right? This sure was a close one, but second place is still quite impressive, Kadera. That was an impressive comeback. Well, the thing is, yesterday there's just one factor I'm uneasy about. I realized it might turn out this way. Once Wakamura's squad claimed that massive point boost all at once, I wondered if the other squads might also realize that they could save up their assignment answers to submit after the fact. And yet, in the wake of all the overtime you four had already put in, I couldn't bring myself to ask you to work even more. We failed to claim first place because of my naive judgment and because I wouldn't put myself on the line. For that, I apologize. Well, don't be so hard on yourself. That may be true, actually. Even if you were reluctant to speak up, you could have made me the mill manager, and I would have gladly enforced a brutal overtime schedule. On that note, I would ask you to make better use of us during the next phase of the exam. I will, and thank you. Aw. Mizukami Squad 9, here we go. First place by just 40 points. The decision to work overtime last night actually clinched it for us, thanks to y'all's hard work. You don't seem particularly pleased, Teruya. I'm not. I'm proud enough about giving this my best effort, but somehow it doesn't feel like I really earned first place. But watch out, Phase 2. I'll pull my weight for the squad and then some. You've been pulling plenty, but sure, we're counting on it. Somehow we've managed to maintain the top spot since day one, which amounts to nothing less than absolute victory as I see it. And with this being your first stint as a captain, I'd say you're cut out to be a leader, Mizukami. I 1000% agree with that. Yeah, well, I don't know. As the days went on, it felt like being in charge suited me less and less. You sure you don't want to take over for the combat phase, Arifune? Only if and when you get shot down in battle. Well, this is the selection test management speaking. Stand by for an overview of the rules for Phase 2! Yes! Okay, we're going to Phase 2. The tests move on to the next phase. All right, let's get into 256, the final chapter of this live reaction. Here we go. Stand by for an overview of the rules for Phase 2. And 256 is titled The Away Mission Test Part 47. But seriously, it took an eternity to get here. But finally, we're in Phase 2. That sounds like Director Shinoda sure does. This announcement will be heard by both the A-rank squads and the provisional squad simultaneously. Supplemental information will appear on your screens throughout, so please refer to them during this overview. Once the overview has concluded, all squads will receive a rundown of the rules in text form. Please devote your full attention to listening, as note-taking will be redundant. Firstly, Phase 2 is the long-term combat phase, which will pit all A-rank agents against all agents on the provisional squads. So it's 40 A-rank squads, A-rank squads, 40 agents versus 50 agents on the provisional squads. And I do mean all operators will also be included, which what this means is that even the operators will be transported to the test combat map. Whoa, a new twist right off the bat, which I think is fair. At 8:45 tomorrow morning, you will receive special triggers for Phase 2. Activating these triggers will transport you to the map. The test will begin at 9 a.m. sharp. In order to win, one team must reach 5,000 points. The side that reaches 5,000 points first will be declared the victor. In the event that neither team reaches 5,000 points, the winner will be the side that has more points once 36 hours have elapsed. So the phase won't last any longer than 36 hours. Oh my God, thank God! But it could end sooner than that. Points can be earned by one of two methods. The first method is by defeating members of the opposing team. Each agent on either side has a defined defeat value. For A-rank agents, the values are as follows. Captains are worth 200 points, operators are worth 120 points, and standard agents are worth 100 points. For example, if a member of the provisional squad brings down an A-rank agent, they will earn 200 points for the team. Eliminating an enemy operator will earn them 120 points. On the other hand, the defeat value of a given provisional squad agent is exactly the number of points they accumulated or they ultimately received through the A-rank evaluations. For instance, an agent who received 80 points from A-rank evaluations during Phase 1 will, upon defeat in Phase 2, award the A-rank team 80 points. That's awesome! It should go without saying that the A-rank squads are aware of these evaluation values. Both sides would do well to remember this during battle. But hold on a second. Now, if they take out the A-rank agent that has like a bunch of points from the provisional agents, right? Does that mean that provisional agent gets all those points? Well, let's see. The second method of earning points is to destroy the opposing team's terminals, which are, dude, this is some laser tag shit. The test map will feature a number of special structures called terminals, with 10 for the A-rank team and 11 for the provisional squad team. Each side is guarded by a powerful fixed shield, but if destroyed, the terminal is worth 500 points. 500? Wow. They're worth 5 standard A-rankers then. But still, like, you would think, I really hope that that's the case, though, that if one of the provisional agents takes out an A ranker that has like that has taken out multiple provisional agents and accumulated a certain amount of points, that agent gets those points. Like that. Otherwise, that's not fair. The shields protecting the terminals are sturdy enough to withstand, for example, approximately 8 EVIS shots from Agent Amatori before being destroyed. Way too tanky. Caleb Cook, I fucking hate you. You are getting up there with Katrina on my shit list. Realistically, melee attackers are the only ones with the chance of busting through those shields. This concludes the explanation of how to claim victory. God, I gotta see what that is. It's supposed to be like something like that's too tough, like that's too much resistance. Like, fuck with this shit. Like, fuck, you're too tanky. Like, come on. Screw you, Caleb. God. Okay, so this concludes the explanation of how to claim victory. Moving on, I will go over the special rules in detail. First, the inability to recover Tryon. I think that's fair. For the duration of this phase, an agent's Tryon body cannot be deactivated unless defeated by the enemy. Consequently, an agent cannot manually bail out from the map. Because your flesh and blood bodies cannot rest when present on the test map, recovering Tryon on the map is impossible. This should significantly influence your tactics, because that's going to be what it's like on the battlefield. Folks who use bullet triggers will be at a disadvantage. That also makes triggers like Chameleon and Bagworm less viable. The next rule concerns respawning. Defeated agents will bail out from the test map into either their A-rank squad room or their sealed environment facility. Afterwards, assuming that Tryon is fully recovered through proper rest and nutrient intake, the defeated agent may once again utilize the Phase 2 trigger to respond to the test. Naturally, this can only occur if the test hasn't yet ended. Ended a while ago, pal. Once the test is over, respawning is no longer an option. So there's a chance the test could end while you're snoozing away. Well, that'd be a bummer. An agent can select any of their team's remaining terminals as their respawn point. Take caution for a defeated agent who responds will once again award points to the opposing team if defeated a second time. Careful, Four Eyes. They might rack up points by taking you out every time you respawn over and over. Good point. The next topic concerns operators in combat. Operators will utilize portable field laptops to provide the same sort of combat support as during rank wars and defense missions. During the test, operators' Tryon bodies will effectively ignore all damage from offensive triggers. Doesn't even tickle. However, the destruction of an operator's field laptop will destroy the operator themselves, forcing them to bail out. What a weird rule. So the laptop serves as my body, I guess? Well, that's fair. Maybe they did it that way out of consideration for folks who'd have trouble shooting at girls. Well, yeah, that's plausible. Verbal communications between squads will only be possible via the operator's field laptops. Operators are also essential for talking within a given squad. The only other way to communicate will be using the texting function on your personal mobile devices. We're bringing these with us? The defeat of a squad's operator will make cooperation across large distances quite difficult indeed. Oof, that's a lot of responsibility to put on us. The field laptop's batteries will drain after about an hour, but when they're brought within a 30-meter radius of a terminal, they will recharge at a predetermined rate. While engaging in battle tactics, you would do well to mine the remaining battery charge. Sounds like we'll be treating these terminals as home bases of sorts, especially as operators. Well, the next rule pertains to Tryon soldier usage. Huh? The Tryon soldiers? The A-rank team will be allowed to use pre-existing Tryon soldiers as allies on the field. Their budget will be $12,000 per squad. As such, the total cost of their Tryon soldier configuration must fall within $12,000. Oh, so this is why they had us play around with Tryon soldiers during the special sims? Seems like it. As for the provisional squads, your Tryon soldier allies will be ones engineered using the creation tool. In this case, however, you will no longer be constrained by a maximum unit cost based on the creator's Tryon stat. Hold up, that means, yeah, even Four Eyes can whip up some tough cookies. We've got free reign to create Tryon soldiers now. Seems like one clear way they're giving our side an advantage. A provisional squad's total budget will be equal to the final score from Phase 1. Sweet! For instance, because Mizukami Squad 9 earned 13,418 points in Phase 1, that number now becomes their Tryon soldier budget. Please refer to the written overview for further details, but in the meantime, note that no points are earned for defeating Tryon soldiers. Okay, that's fair. The provisional squads are asked to upload Tryon soldier data before Phase 2 of the exam begins. On the topic of food, please refer to the information shared previously. Regarding revision of trigger loadouts, each agent's default trigger loadout for Phase 2 of the exam will be drawn from what was utilized during the most recent rank wars. From now until midnight, you may alter your trigger chip configurations by submitting a revision via your laptops. Operators may also trigger alter the trigger, so please remember to submit revision requests. Right. Forgetting that would be bad news. The last point concerns replacement agents. Replacement as in Kazama, Arashiyama, and Miwa squads are all short agents, as some of their own are now members of provisional squads. Replacement agents will be filling these holes for the combat phase. Kazama himself is Kazama himself is currently his squad's only combatant. Replacing Utagawa and Kikuchihara on Kazama's squad will be Chief Engineer Raizo Terashima and Chief Engineer Michael Cronin. Similarly, Katora Rishiyama's squad will be replaced by Assistant Director Kyoko Sawamura, and the substitute for Kadera Miwa squad will be, Tamakoma Branch Chief Takumi Rendo. Oh, shit! Huh? Oh, the boss! What? Whoa! This concludes the overview of the rules. May you all perform admirably in battle. The test has been fully revealed. Dude, this is going to be fucking awesome. I'm so hyped for the second phase. Thank God. I'm so glad we're done with this fucking first phase. It took an eternity for this first phase to be done. Thank God. But as I said, the thing I'm the most curious about, though, is if the provisional agent shoots let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If the provisional agent shoots a ranker that's accumulated points from other agents, if they will get those points or not. Because otherwise, as I said, I think that's bullshit if that's the case. That is bullshit. I would ask that question too. But man, I'm very curious what you guys think of this phase. I really would like to see this again. Like I had said about the wars that we saw in the first phase should be a video game. This needs to be a video game too, for sure. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys think, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more World Trigger content. A few ways you could do that: donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, Coffee, purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!